guys, this what you see is a really old CD. It was in a case, so it does not looks very old. So let's place it inside. So guys, here I have this 12 volts DC supply. So keeping it steady and turning it on. It's moving. It's like a car. I can use it as a grinder. So guys, these are the 4 important components that I have managed to salvage from the music system. You can see the shaft is quite long, so I think this is quite a unique motor. I didn't have this. Let's try and run it. Moving on to the smaller one. This is also 9 volts. And now I'm still not sure how to run this 4-wire brushless fan. So that was fun. Now guys, here as you can see is a rusted bolt like thing. So I'm going to use this piece as the shaft for this disc. Now guys, I performed the center drilling in this piece, but it was hollow from inside, so I cannot use it anymore. So I did the same thing to this bolt, center drilling, and this bolt will be used as the shaft for this metal disc. Okay, now if you look closely, I have already made the threads and it goes really smooth like this. Yeah, see, pretty good. And the bore size of the hole in this bolt is a little bigger than the shaft of this motor that I just salvaged from the music drive. So what I'm going to do is use this heat shrink sleeve. Nice. It's a little wobbly. I think I will have to even it out a little bit. So let's do that. Now guys, I have improved it as much as I could and that's the max I was able to do. It's good enough. Once again, see, quite nice. So let's proceed. So guys, now it's time to test my gyroscope and I've shortened its shaft because the performance improved. So one terminal is going to go to the base. Wow, it's so cool. Now it's working. So this spring actually stabilized it. Brilliant.
Coast to coast to drop bombs. Next level. Coast to coast to drop bombs. Next level.
Today I'm going to show you an amazing motor, which is this one, a high torque 43 kg centimeter motor. And this head that you see, that is the gearbox. Now of course in the video I'm going to show you which type of gears have been used in the gearbox, like if they are metallic or if they are nylon gears. Plus I'm going to make an amazing project with this motor. It is 24 volts and 5 amperes motor with 150 rpm. So let's get started. Okay, so guys, it's time to open up the gearbox of this motor. Let's see which type of gears have been used inside. Well, seems like I will have to use the old method. This one. Yeah, this one was easy. This one is tight. Oh, very long screws. You see? Was really tight. Two more to go. So guys, the screws have been removed. It's time to open the gearbox. That's the motor, and inside is the gearbox. So I have assembled back the motor once again, and now it's time to start the main project. Now guys, if we look closely, these are the high quality screws that have been used for the motor. Now the motor itself, the label, as you can see, 24 volts, 5 amperes and 150 rpm. Since the rpm is low, therefore the torque is obviously going to be really high. Company is Tokushu Denso, Tokyo, Japan. Gear motor, and yeah, 43 kg centimeter torque, 1:24 gear ratio, DC 24 volts, 5 amps. So that's the label, and the front, as you can see, it's written made in Japan, and Tokushu Denso Co. Limited. And that's the motor shaft as well as gear, and the bearing, as you can see, it's flashing Thailand and Z809. The gearbox itself, here we have the shaft, and I don't know the use of this. I think some kind of belt was on this disc, and you can see the gears moving when I rotate the shaft like this. It's quite smooth, really smooth. Let's take out the gearbox. Now comes the difficult ones. Let's see if I can reach there with this. Now the other one. Yeah, it's out, yes. Oops. I think I will have to use some kind of wooden platform. It's going to get messy over here. It's still not coming out. Yeah, actually, now I think that the only possibility is to take out this disc and then it is going to be taken out from the back. Now, that is going to be very difficult since this is all rusted. It's an old motor, so I cannot go through all that, but you can get an idea of how it looks from inside. Yeah, seems like that's the max I can do, and opening these screws was not enough. So let's place them back. So guys, finally I've placed back the gearbox and it's running smooth. Now that's the motor that you already know. Let's give it a spin with my 12 volts UPS battery. So although this is a 24 volts motor, let's test it with 12 volts and we can get an idea. You can see pretty high RPM and torque as well. You can see the motor jumping because of the high moment of inertia of rest. Here, as you can see guys, that I've placed these two holders, and it's going to be placed somewhat like this. So let's mark the points. As you can see guys, that the metal piece is really thick, and here as you can see the cut. And you can see that it is through the metal piece, the thick metal piece, and it is very straight.